Hi there again. It's me. It's about 5 minutes past 9 in the evening. It's me being all coy. Just being me for the moment. I'm gonna do a bit of blues for people, yeah? Well, you know, it's not blues, it's more Sunday, by the way. It's Sunday. Look how hot it is. Focus in on that. It's warm. Not just because my amp is warmed up nicely. It's been a warm day as well. So I'm going to get a loop going. because I prefer doing it without the loops, you know what I say? Just being in my own time. I'm just doing this to show off, but I'd be really getting into it, you know, if it wasn't filming. So, like I said, it's not like me being coy. Need a bit of a sip of a beer. Right, just one little blast and I'll leave you to it. pretty late. Well, it's not that late. It's about 10 o'clock in the evening. But so I don't want to get too cranked up. So I can't really enjoy the vibrations, from the enormous sound this amp produces. You actually take your legs off. Stand too close to that. And yeah, I look like I'm a bit like that. But in fact, quite happy. It's a nice Sunday, pretty chilled. No one's been in touch with me, so that's cool. That's good. I like it like that, actually. No one's bothered me for anything. Anyway, no one's asked me for anything. So that's good. And I don't mind people asking me for things. I don't. But when you get, what am I about? I leave people to it now. Sunday night, whispering in my lounge. Sunday night of the 13th, is it? 13th? Could that be? Might not be, might be 14th. But I might be thinking ahead of myself. I'm not going to stop the video or edit it. It's just going to be raw. Just a show again. Freedom. Well, the capacity for the sense of freedom. That's probably more it. That a human cannot just fool a person with, but actually demonstrate to another person of whom has the eyes and heart and witness and evidence, timely evidence, to do nothing but agree, because you can't disagree. It'd be very silly to disagree with this. Now, I'm not trying to lord it. As I said all along, I'm not trying to lord it over anyone or anybody. Just showing off the sense of sensibility that I transcended, because too much of it was going on. Now, this was things like being electronically attacked via electronic weapons and so forth. So I thought, well, lucky I live in such a prominent, very easy to get to place. And it's almost like a coincidence how I ended up in this place. And then, by that time I was already going to do what I was going to do. And they knew it. And anyone can backtrack on a few videos to see what I did. This was years ago. This was just before the big boom booms went off in town, Manchester Arena, Grand. And yeah, just after I was challenging some people for quite some time, kind of getting the heat up, I guess. In retrospect, I just wanted to get to the bottom of this, as in why? And little did I know then, I was naive and I was interested and about discovering stuff. And this particular interest led me down a rabbit hole. What's they call? They call it a rabbit hole, and they play on that rabbit hole analogy too. And there is a they who are to be the psych police in a way. Well, That's what they pay for, the privilege of being anyway. You know, like, dead proud like that when you've made it to top ranks. I'm just talking to people out there who are in some sort of military or maybe a police force, even fire services. Imagine that imagine the rush that you get when you get that badge. You finally made it. Yes. You get that uniform on. You're fucking feeling good. You can't deny that you don't feel good when you're doing that, yes. Talking to all coppers, especially the tactical response units, and fucking anyone else in the service, even a nurse. As soon as you got a uniform on, you think, woohoo, I'm sweetie nurse. Any uniform, it's bound to conjure some sort of sense of reason and reason of being sensible equally. Time 13 minutes. Gonna see if I can make it a 33, baby. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, senses. How people's senses are, and it's not a lordy thing. This is demonstrative, and I'm not particularly the demon. Straighter, because everyone else does that. Now, yeah, it's all linked up, and it does involve the external. Yeah. And the funny thing about this is that you know that they say that everything is a projection from within yourself, your own consciousness, yeah. Well, I was up for this, yeah, fair enough. Say when you, what would one do to, for example, you're not quite happy with this person who happens to be there in your life, whatever one. You're not happy, or you're not sad either. You're just kind of, you're more frustrated that the person does not receive certain information in order to get up to par with your mentality or my mentality, whatever. And all they needed to do was that. But because of that ignorance and commitment to not finding out whatever seemed to be a botherment to the next, and that it was all under control easily. The actual frustration came from the easiness of it being so easily understood, but no one wanted to in the first place. And because of that, it dragged on through the help of narcissism. It dragged on, and that the whole concept, the whole consciousness of narcissism right across the board, all across society, the world, religions, cults, colours, races, whatever, everyone and everything. All humans have that choice, and it's the awareness of that consciousness which people have to be aware of, because it did, and it has, caught quite a few people out. So this is the reason why it's being talked about now online, to explain to the people who have I've been caught out, and it does go past any religion and cult. It does. It really does. This is a core value of a person. And I've demonstrated how far people's core values go, when it comes to society, really. Not just friends, but people. People's consideration or compassion. I mean, that's going a bit too far, compassion. But say people don't know, even after all this time, the ones who were kind of contacted years ago, who knew what I was doing on the A6, 101 on Stockport Road. And I still do think, how the fuck people cannot understand. It's not like I'm pissed off, but I do. This is when I refer to people as absolute morons and fuck you, thick as fuck, because I'm sorry if you've not realised this or see or understand what I did in the past. But it's got to the point where it's really funny. It's funny. It's so funny that I want to share the funniness of it. But because of that, I can't be too hasty or overzealous, or pushing with this wonderful sense of freedom. Because, lo and behold, people attack me then. And I'm talking about everyone, even the ones online. Well, they either attack me or carry on with their what they're doing, narc away at the signal. They might not be narcs themselves, just sheer ignorance though, and that's still part of the demon's cloak, which is narcissism. So people are going to have to again bite the bullet, really, I think, and realise that deep down they're a bit of a narc. So everyone's got a narky heart. It depends if you crack that narky heart of yours. Talking to everyone else out there, including all my friends, whoever they know as well. Not pinning it down on anyone, there's nothing. Because like I said, it's a consciousness that's been trapped here. The sneaky fuckers that I originally caught out did this. They stalled for such a long time. When I caught them out and they knew that I had all the information to drop. So it must have gone, something did go viral, As in, like, you gotta keep this hushed for as long as you possibly can, and then their next get out phase kicked in. It might have kicked in before even, when they got that agent on me. Because kind of what she did all along was, I don't know whether she knew what she was doing here. Perhaps it was just an instigation thing, in the first place. But what she's actually done is get lots of people off the hook, including all the black race too. So whether you be involved in a cult or a religion or a part of a race, skin colour, whatever the colour, it just so happened to be black. She did make a point of that, quite a pointful point. So we were like, I don't know what she expected, by kind of over blacking us, or trying to over black us. Me and my friend, me and my other white friend. But anyway, it's just one of those mad things. But yeah, she's kind of like, well, she has giving up the goods there. She's properly admitted and kind of got the main group who I was attacking, you know, the one that no one speaks about. You know, that they have like those fucking places around town, those fucking orgs and shit like this, and they're all into science fiction. Got them off the hook in a way. They still have to really, well, I think they're fucked. Well, they're going to be fucked still, but they're not going to be attacked violently. Maybe the other three fucking, I don't know. I really don't know. But it's mainly the fringe and the offshoots of this society or organisation, whatever, religion, cult. It is. It's the offshoots of the information that they're given and the training and the levels of it, of which you think, why would any person do this, wouldn't you? Any sane person thinks that. Why on earth do they do this? And so, much the same way as like people who don't do drugs think, why on earth would a person do drugs? They look so awful. There are needles hanging out their arms, and that type of thing. You know, just think of it being like that, the drug scene, you know, it's being like dark and dirty and loads of wicked skinny fuckers sitting around with needles hanging around their arms. And, well, you know, they would be right there, you know. They are right. But it's a lot more variation than that particular instance. So it's just looking at it like that, really. There's a lot more to things. A lot more to lifestyle. I should come back in a bit. So what? Oh, it's longer. 41 minutes. Gonna get on with some riffs on my own. Come back to you shortly. So I'll let people know where talking starts in this video as well. Just for, you know, they don't have to look, see me fuck about on the guitar. I start taking out my teeth and whatever in the background.